What's up, guys? Mike with Car Thoughts here. Just wanted to do a quick video. I'm doing my first modification to the Ferrari, which is a very important one. If you were unaware, kind of like the Lamborghini, the Ferrari does not have cup holders. And the 360 never had an option in here, as far as I'm aware, for cup holders. But there is somebody who I will probably tag in this video or link somewhere so you can find it, that makes an aftermarket cup holder. And it actually goes right here where the old ashtray and your cigarette lighter go. So it's not huge, but I think it definitely will fit a bottle of water or something like that in there. And I'm not planning on smoking in this car. Hasn't ever been smoked in. And I don't really need this cigarette lighter for anything. I've got it on a charger, just trickle charger. Some people use the cigarette lighter to do that. I'm not going to be doing that. I think I'll end up upgrading kind of the stereo and stuff in here, so I'll actually be able to use Bluetooth for music and everything. So wouldn't really need to have this cigarette lighter for anything like that, to play through the radio. So anyways, long story short, I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm going to have a cup holder. So the guy 3D prints these. Pretty simple installation. Basically, I think it has one screw in there. I've got to replace the emblem that is on here to go on this new lid. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick and just show you what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, so this just pulls out here like so. You can see there's a little Phillips head screw in there, so that essentially just comes out like this. Nothing too crazy. So there's that. And then this pulls out like so. There's a couple connectors there. So I'm just going to disconnect these like this. Maybe. Hang on, this might be a two-hand job. Give me just a second. All right, so those are disconnected, just unplugged there. Now I've got this all opened up in here. Essentially, we're just going to tuck these away. Don't need to do anything else with them. And then I'm going to be able to put this in there like so. Actually, it's backwards. So that's going to screw in there like that. Let me get this lid installed on there. I'm going to take a look at these. See what it's going to require to pull that. Let's see. Oh, there's just a couple. Looks like there's a couple little nuts on the back of that emblem on the top there. So I'm going to unscrew those and then put this lid on, and then I'll show you assembly. Okay, so I'm guessing that these nuts are probably metric. I didn't find the exact size, but I am using a 7/32 socket there, and they aren't on there very tight at all, so I can just pull them off, and then I'll hand tighten them back on there when I'm done. Okay, so I don't know if this is correct or not, but I did it. Initially, these flags were facing the other way on the previous ashtray in there, which I don't know if that makes sense to me. As a driver, I feel like you should be able to see the flags facing right side up. I'll probably look at that afterwards, but for now, I've got them facing this way, so, you know, while you're sitting in here, you can actually see them. But this is all set up, so easy enough. I've got the screw. Just gonna see if I can fish that back down in there. Might have to find the hole. Let's see. Get a magnetic screwdriver. So screw that down. I think that's in there. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy just to hold it in. This is just plastic, so don't want to break that. But I think we're good there. Yeah. And then it comes with a little paper tray, and it fits nicely there at the bottom of the cup holder. And voila, the Ferrari now has a cup holder. And it's pretty good quality. I think, you know, it will definitely improve kind of the livability of this car, because you know, it's nice to have somewhere to stick a drink if you actually are, you know, driving around somewhere after a meal or whatever, going on a road trip, have a bottle of water. So small upgrade, but large livability upgrade for sure. So I'll hang on to this. You know, it's always good to have the factory parts, just in case, you know, things need to go back to factory. I'm a total proponent of that sort of stuff, but I'm also a huge proponent of modifying cars to fit your needs and improve them. So, yeah, very small little deal, but kind of a big win when you don't have any cup holders at all. So there it is. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I'll tag the guys that built this. Seems to be pretty good quality. And yeah, if you don't have a cup holder in your car, this is a good option to keep the factory look. No one's going to know the difference until you open that up and there's no ashtray there. So I think it's a great upgrade. Anyways, hopefully that helps somebody. Talk to you later.